Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching episode 9 of The Proud Family Louder and Prouder, which is a Lacienega episode. Oh boy, my favorite. Just kidding. Lacienega isn't my favorite out of the main characters, but I do realize that much like Dijonay, she's a character that honestly does call for certain episodes to focus on her. This episode happens to focus on her quinceanera, her 15th birthday, and her cousin Labrea is coming over to celebrate. Apparently, not only has she lost a lot of weight in comparison to when we saw her last, but apparently she's turned over a new leaf. But the same cannot be said for Labrea's mother, Melrose, who is not only played by Eva Longoria, but she's about as catty as you'd expect her to be, considering how La Cienega usually acts. I do realize that she's her tia, not her mother, but she definitely gives Sunset a lot of grief to deal with. But not nearly as much grief as Felix when it comes to the amount of money that the quinceanera is going to cost him. I can imagine with Kid Capri and some other guest stars showing up that said party is going to cost him a fortune. But anyways, at said party, Labrea's true intentions are revealed, her past with La Cienega is discovered, and Penny and her friends have to end up saving La Cienega when it seems like her life is put in danger. Yeah, kind of a lot to go on when it comes to this episode that's the penultimate one for the season. But I actually like it considering that La Brea does have a bizarre but at least understandable explanation for what she's doing, and it does seem like while she goes way too far, obviously, the episode clearly does show that she is absolutely nuts, or at least she has a nuts side to her, as Maya pointed out. Also, there is a reference to Tiger King in the episode, but it feels like a throwaway reference on Zoe's side. And to respond to said reference, Tiger King was not that hard to follow. On top of that, we've got appearances from several other characters who have shown up in this season, such as Zachary Quinto as Maya's dad, and he's honestly still one of the better characters that Disney has pushed in recent years. And on top of that, Eva Longoria's honestly witty reactions to most of the things that Sunset says, I do think they kind of remind me of her role in Desperate Housewives. Yes, I have seen some episodes of that series, and I kind of think that's how she ended up here. That or she just needed a quick paycheck, but hey, you do what you have to do. So after 9 episodes in, and with only 1 remaining, I have to say the series so far feels like pretty much how I'd expect an update for the series would be for the 2020s. Not to say that it's perfect by any means, but it does feel like it's a generally well done. It's a generally well done update in terms of animation, references, and when it comes to these characters' personalities. It does feel natural when it comes to the series that we remember from the 2000s, and I hope this isn't the only season, considering that this feels like a revival that deserves to stick around. But we'll see when we get to next week's finale. Until then, I'll see you next time where I get to my final rating for this.